Hello, hello, and welcome to the weekly wrap only on Ken's 5 Plus. I'm your host, Audrey Castoreno. Let's get to the big stories of the week. In at number 5 in our countdown, the controversy surrounding a possible ban on TikTok continues. The U.S. Supreme Court said it will now take up a challenge to a new law that could lead to the ban on the social media app. In the meantime, President-elect Donald Trump is signaling he might reevaluate the pending ban. It's set to take effect January 19th, the day before his inauguration. Trump is crediting the social media platform with helping him get reelected. In at number 4, astronauts Suni Williams and Butch Wilmore will spend the holidays in space. NASA announced it's delaying its crew's 10 launch until at least late March, which was previously scheduled for February. A part of the mission's goal is to transport a Dragon spacecraft to the International Space Station that will bring the pair home. Williams and Wilmore have been stuck on the ISS since June. Now they're just hoping to get home before Easter. All right, switching gears. In San Antonio, Sundays are for Big Red and barbacoa, and the soda is usually enjoyed on the side, but at this Northwest Side restaurant, it's infused into their food. It's a different take on the iconic duo. Ken's 5's Sarah Duran tried it for this week's Neighborhood Eats.
Boy, are you in for a treat today. Today we are on the Northwest Side at a restaurant known for its twist on San Antonio staples.
The Mexican-style street corn.
Gorgeous. Oh my gosh.
The smacked cucumbers.
Killer. Strong rum.
And these tacos made with soda, dripping with barbacoa flavor.
Look at my ham.
It's puro San Antonio. Time for Sticks and Stone.
And joining me now is Chef Leo Davila, the owner of Sticks and Stone. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today.
For sure.
Tell me how you got started.
Yeah, so we started from a pop-up. We were known as Catch the Wave, farmer's market, chef caterer. And then from there, 2021, after COVID, we had the opportunity to get into a restaurant.
You've had a lot of success with this business. Most recently, number 8 on Texas Monthly's Best Tacos. Huge deal. Tell me about that.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. The taco that we got named for is the Big Red and Barbacoa.
Big Red is fused into the masa.
So I'll add the first one just so you can kind of see it.
The dough turns pink, then it's pressed into a flat tortilla.
And boom, there it is.
Bam. Cook it on a hot flat top, add shredded beef cheek, and dress her up with jam, pesto, salsa, queso fresco, and a pickled watermelon rind.
When we pickle this, it gives it more of like a chamoy-esque, so like a little bit more nod to San Antonio. And this right here is my childhood in a taco.
His menu proudly highlights his Mexican descent. Asian food is also featured to showcase his Chinese heritage.
So we have this next beautiful dish full of shrimp.
So this is our honey walnut shrimp.
The rice dish is sauced in a tangy lemon honey garlic cream and topped with fresh microgreens.
That is really good. Well, it's safe to say I loved everything today. If people want to come try you out, where can they find you?
Our physical address is 5718 B as in boy, Wurzbach Road.
All right, you heard the chef. Check him out.
Oh my God, that all looked amazing. I can't wait to try them out. Stick with us, though. More of the weekly wrap is up next.
Begin with breaking news tonight. Police are on the lookout for a group of 3 people who were involved in the deadly shooting.
Every night at 10, Ken's 5 brings you the day's top stories.
Drop the gun!
Weather.
We're going to have this weather impact alert up until about 2 a.m.
And original stories.
The mother of 4 from Olmos Park has been missing. Her husband is facing murder charges.
Tonight, every night on San Antonio's own Ken's 5.
Talked to this police officers, and she told me to call Ken 5.
Every week, Ken's 5 is looking out for San Antonio's own.
The next day after you left, they sent a professional AC guy, and my AC's working now.
If you've been wronged by someone,
it was shocking. Clearly something went wrong.
Or a business,
I couldn't believe it was happening.
Just call Ken's. Weekdays at 6, only on Ken's 5.
I got my vehicle back. I'm rolling again, so call Ken 5 to help you if you need help too.
Thank you! From Bills Out! Your generosity is incredible. We did so much good for the children of San Antonio.
Thank you!
Thank you! Thank you! Thanks for all you did. For the kids.
Thank you.
If you want a meal that will make you wanna...
Do a little happy dance.
Oh yeah. Catch Neighborhood Eats, where we find the best local restaurants. Thursdays at 6 a.m., only on Ken's 5.
I'm excited to try it.
Start with a rich cultura. Set it against the backdrop of history. Add some fire, more than a touch of spice, and a burning passion. Set it to música, and watch it all come alive in the eyes and the faces of the people we love. This is our familia. This is our home.
Welcome back to the Weekly Wrap. In at number 3 in our countdown, new charges this week in the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. A Manhattan grand jury has indicted 26-year-old Luigi Mangione of first-degree murder as an act of terrorism, and he's also facing several federal charges. He's accused of shooting and killing Thompson on December 4th in New York. Mangione is being returned to New York after he agreed to be extradited at a court appearance in Pennsylvania where he was arrested. Police there say he had a ghost gun that New York investigators claim matches shell casings found at the crime scene. Back here locally, keeping up to date on everything across San Antonio, it can be challenging, especially for those who may need help reading or watching the news. But there's one radio station that's going beyond for their listeners. Rania Kaur takes us behind the scenes.
At Owl Radio, it's prep time.
Usually we try to do all of the front page and at least 2 or 3 stories.
I skim through them ahead of time so that I can emphasize different points. I need to be wary of a certain name that is difficult to pronounce.
So by 9 a.m.,
hello and welcome to Owl Radio.
They're on the air.
Will council ask voters to raise pay? Once you've been doing it for a while, you get in a rhythm.
Lisa Fagan, spokesperson for the city of Wildwood.
Owl Radio has been a resource to the visually impaired since 2002.
Garza recently participated in a paid tour. I imagine them being at home listening on the radio or on their computers or some other device and getting the news, which they wouldn't be able to get visually.
The exodus of Palestinians from Gaza.
Larry Roser is an avid listener.
As Israeli forces
Before Owl Radio ever came on the air, I had to have the people read the paper, but now when I have the Owl Radio read the paper, it is so much better.
I always thought it was such a beautiful building, Garza said.
It gives independence to Roser and others who lack sight.
Just go inside and look around.
And lets them know they're not alone.
Recently,
it's like having them, the readers, sit in my living room.
The other was.
That's how good it is.
That second jet was.
And volunteers feel that connection too.
With the Air Force's, as I'm reading, I'm kind of pretending that the person is sitting in front of me.
It will soon be up to City Council to
It's a legacy left by Bonnie Truax, who was losing her vision and established Owl Radio more than 2 decades ago.
She was excited for the chance.
Now it's a daily companion to hundreds across the city.
With its distinctive. I feel like they're my friends, even though I've never met them in person.
Lottery vendors aided win of jackpot.
Owl Radio's mission is to provide listeners with current news they'd have a hard time finding elsewhere.
95 million. You get a new story every time you come, so it's a lot of fun. Combination.
Rania Kaur.
Nearly all those tickets were
Ken's 5.
Wow, what a great program. All right, stick with us. More of the Weekly Wrap after this.
Trust. It doesn't just happen. Trust is earned through decades of dedication and a dawn-till-dusk commitment to our community. It's earned by journalists who consistently show up, verify, and dig deeper, delivering news that impacts you and your family every single day. The station South Texas has trusted for nearly 75 years. This is San Antonio's own Ken's 5.
Chris Paul to Lemby.
Spurs fans, are you ready? The Silver and Black team up with Ken's 5 once again to give you the best seat in the house. Ken's 5, the official station of the Spurs, has the big matchups, including 2 historic games in Paris. Watch Wemby and CP3 link up. The perfect mix of fan favorites and fresh faces. Free games. Your Spurs on San Antonio's own Ken's 5. At the heart of Ken's 5 News is our people. People who've earned the trust of our community through years of experience, community connection, and showing up when it matters most. The reporters and anchors at Ken's 5 News are the most experienced team in town, consistently delivering the important news you need. They're the people you're familiar with, the people you trust. Ken's 5 News, proud to be San Antonio's own.
You told us that alerting you to severe weather before it strikes is the most important thing we can do for you.
We heard you loud and clear.
That's why Ken's 5 has weather impact alert days. We will alert you when severe weather is at its worst.
We'll explain the storm's impact
and let you know what you need to do to be safe.
Certainly a possibility for some isolated flooding.
Weather impact alert days from Ken's 5.
On all our platforms, it's another way Ken's 5 is watching out for San Antonio's zone.
Welcome back. In this week's Quick Hits, Meredith Haas is focusing on your brain while driving, bribes, and ghost particles. She joins us now with more.
If you're a taxi driver, an Uber driver, someone who uses navigation a lot in their job, you are at a lower risk of getting Alzheimer's. A mass study looking at over 400 professions found that 2 professions, taxi drivers and ambulance drivers, they had a lower rate of Alzheimer's disease. And I know the holidays can be a stressful time, but do we really have to threaten people, especially our kids? Well, in all fun and games. Apparently, 1 in 4 parents, they threaten their children with Santa or gifts and the loss of them. And the study also shows that half of parents use bribes during the holidays. And here's something a little odd you maybe didn't know. Apparently in China, there is this machine that can sniff out, quote, ghost particles. It sounds kind of weird and different, but if you want to hear more about it, you're going to have to read up. And if you would like to do so, of course, head on over to kens5.com/quickhits.
Thanks so much, Meredith. And back to our countdown now. At number 2, Coach Pop has been away from the Spurs since November 2nd, and that was when he suffered a mild stroke at the Frostbank Center. The 75-year-old Hall of Fame coach has been recovering in San Antonio since, but we had not heard from him until this week. So the Spurs released a statement from Greg Popovich Monday afternoon saying, quote, "This has certainly been an unexpected 6 weeks for my family and me. As we work together on my recovery, I want to take a moment to share that the outpouring of support we've received during this time has been truly overwhelming in the best possible way," end quote. So he went on to say that his team is extremely excited to see him return to the sidelines, and so are we. And at number 1 in our countdown, it's a story that shocked the nation. This week, investigators learned the 15-year-old who opened fire at her Christian school in Madison, Wisconsin, had been talking online to a 20-year-old man. That man allegedly told her he would also carry out an attack thousands of miles away. Police have searched the man's home in California, and a judge has ordered him to turn over any weapons. Police are continuing to look at the teen's social media for motive. The shooting on Monday claimed the lives of a student and teacher and wounded half a dozen others. Meanwhile, Abundant Life Christian School remains closed, and the school is considering new security measures, including adding a resource officer in the new year. Of course, that's a story we'll continue to follow for you. Thanks again for joining us for this week's episode of the Weekly Wrap on KENS 5 Plus. We'll see you next week.